King Osiris' fatherhood. At noon, Robert high, like only he could. The fables are bizarre but good. It's myth understood.
Stood me up, baby.
oh, that turned into sort of a sad song.
Yeah.
Myth understood, stood me up. That's something we can all relate to. This is another episode of Myth Understood. So thanks for joining us. I
have to.
Well, wow. Really caught me off guard there. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Myth Understood with me, Paul Bianchi, and her, Sarah Oliver.
I'm here.
She's here.
I didn't stand you up.
She didn't stand us up. She's looking very cute. She's looking very autumnal. She has her hair in braids, and she's got sort of hippie pants on.
Hippie pants? What
Yeah,
are you
they're
from 1970s?
She looks
are you an 80-year-old in 1972?
She looks like a beatnik. She
cut your damn hair.
She does. The top is very Mod Squad. So
why? Because there's a little.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah,
I like
the turtleneck and the orange color.
Turtleneck tank top. You know who loves these? Me and Jennifer Aniston. That's it.
I like them too.
Thank you. Well,
and Jake likes them too.
I consider you both Jennifer Anistons.
I'll take it.
Aren't we all?
I have it's as we're recording this the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
I have a witchy Halloween gift to give you.
For me?
Yes.
I love gifts and I love witchies.
I saw it at there's a store on
hear that good crinkle?
Yeah, there's a store
ASMR.
in the Los Feliz area of LA.
Oh, it's a cup.
It's a cup called Liberate Emporium that sells witchy things.
When were you there?
I was there. I was visiting it with Katie Nickelbaines.
Well, that's how you sell things.
Yeah,
you put names on it.
It's a Sarah witch candle. And I was sold because it just said Sarah, but it turns out that it's Sarah Sanderson of Hocus Pocus.
Oh no, it's me.
But read what it empowers.
Well, it's a feral witch candle, and if you know anything about me, I'm feral. I'm foaming at the mouth. Okay, based on Sarah Sanderson from Hocus Pocus, light this spell candle to embody the bountiful qualities of Sarah Sanderson. Hot bimbo energy, strong throat chakra energy, self-confidence and sexual powers, carefree attitude, no gag reflex.
Wow.
It doesn't say the last part.
Well, the strong throat chakra.
Yeah, that's where I thought that was going.
That.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I love it. Uh-oh.
Oh, you pulled the tag right off of it?
Shit.
Well,
fucking bitch.
Now it's no longer a Sarah candle. Now it's anyone's game.
Wait, here, snap it. You guys snap a pic for the gram of me holding it, so they feel like they're here with us.
Okay,
as they should be.
Well, this is gonna happen. And
a mock.
All right, pulling up the.
Here we go.
There she is with her Sarah candle.
And I like Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm a Sarah fan all around.
Yeah.
Good job. Thank you. Good gift. I'll never light it because it's too pretty. There's a bunch of shit in the inside.
The reason I was there, because you asked that question and then we quickly moved on.
Yeah, I was over it.
I was visiting. Well, a friend of Callum's was visiting from Scotland.
That's right.
Her name was Katie, and she wanted to do casual LA tourist things. So we saw the Walk of Fame. I walked over to Barnsdall Park with her, and we looked at the.
Oh, that's a great park to go.
We looked at the Hollywood sign from there, and then after we did Barnsdall Park, we walked around the Los Feliz area, and she went to Squaresville and the vintage shops around there.
My neighborhood.
And we didn't run into John Hamm. And
you didn't get to see his big honking penis that sticks out of his pants?
Yeah, well, because he's been keeping it under wraps. And yeah, then we went to Liberate Emporium, and we saw this candle.
Beautiful. What a story. I love my neighborhood, but also everything you did was right. Listen, cherished listeners, if you ever are going to visit LA, just DM us and ask us what is fun to do. I've done this for people in the past. I don't need to know you. I want to give you things to do because it is, I think, the number 3 top most disappointing tourist destination of all time.
Oh, according to who? To you?
to internet, and it's made lists because if you go and you just do the shit that like really bad lists say, everything's so spread out, it's so underwhelming, it's so crowded. But if you ask a local,
they'll tell you to go to the La Brea Tar Pits Museum so you can look at the bones of large animals.
I wanted to do that today, actually.
It's a great museum.
Yeah, it's really great, and I want to throw everyone in the pit there.
Yeah.
So yeah, DM us, guys. But I just got in. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Oh my god, my brain, dude. Just got in. Oh, some wonderful listeners came to my show in Massachusetts. Wait, was that no? I was in Maryland. Oh god.
Yeah, it's Sarah's been fried from all of her travels. Well, because Libby and Luis visited you in to see one of your shows
in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania,
yeah, they don't live in Massachusetts anymore. Yeah,
and then you had friends, listeners, Mythfits come and see.
Yes, a beautiful couple. My brain is broken right now, but I want to give them a shout out. I'll give them a shout out next episode. No, I know her name. Kim.
Okay.
Yes. Kim. Yes. Kim and her husband came, and it was their 5-year wedding anniversary, and they came to this little town I was performing in.
Did they think that it like was worth the ticket, or did
they
say
it?
They said we're so mad that we came, and then they threw a rock at you?
They threw rocks at me, but I thought it was in a nice way.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really complimentary. Yeah, no, they came and it was so nice, and I got to, give him a big spooning, and her husband, I forgot his name. Shit. Nice husband boy.
Is her husband's name is Shit?
Shit. Well, he said, I don't really listen to your show, so I was like, I don't have to learn you.
Okay.
But no, he's very nice. But he gave me a high compliment. I do this little news break thing that where we read jokes, and he said,
that was air quotes.
Stop. It's for you. And he goes, yeah, you delivered one joke just like Norm Macdonald. And I was like, oh, couldn't be a higher compliment.
Yeah.
Love that guy. So yeah, thank you, Kim and nice husband, for coming and spending your anniversary with me. And I hope
she wanders away. Well, Sarah, it's really good that your brain is on high functioning for today's episode, because you know what today's episode is.
No.
Today it's we have done 30 episodes of Egyptian mythology, and today is the pop quiz, the Egyptian pop quiz. Boop, 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 learning everything you learned.
I've already doused this apartment in kerosene and I'm holding a match. All you have to do is ask me one question I don't like.
Well, in this email that I sent to myself called
your favorite pen pal.
I have sent so many emails to myself. I think more emails have been sent to myself than like any other person.
There's got to be a pill for that.
Yep. We have 30 questions for our 30 episodes. That is one question per episode to see if anything has been retained.
Of course not.
Everything. Yes. So
I'm not afraid of looking stupid. I've seen the mirror.
I also am curious on your guess of what each episode was called.
I don't look at that. You name them.
No, but
the puns.
Sometimes they're puns, sometimes they're not. I'm just curious what you think that they're called. So, all right, here comes the quiz. The quiz. And so we're starting with episode 1. Episode 1 was about Egypt, the people, the world. What was the episode called?
Egypt and stuff.
It was called Talk Like an Egyptian.
Oh, okay.
And the question for this episode is the crown. Whoa, boy, the pod dog is here. The pod dog is here. Hello, pod dog. He's here to interrupt the quiz.
He's going to give me the answers. Hi, honey.
All right. So question 1 is the crown of Lower Egypt resembles A, a red car seat with a butterfly tongue attached to it.
What?
B, a black coffin with a gold candy cane attached to it.
Hope so.
C, a white bowling pin and or a flaccid uncircumcised penis.
What the fuck is this?
Or D, a turnip.
What's the crown? What does that mean?
The crown
Oh, that
the
people wear.
The pharaohs wore of Lower Egypt.
Okay. Oh, it's a candy cane, isn't it?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is not a black coffin with a gold candy cane
Then
attached to
they're
it.
missing out.
It is C, a white bowling pin and or a flaccid uncircumcised penis.
Wait, I don't know what a bowling pin is. Bowling pin?
What you knocked?
Oh,
Your brain is really here today.
Yeah. I was like, what kind of pin do you put into a bowling ball? All right.
All right.
Let's go, sports fans.
All right. Episode 2. We're on a good start so far. Episode 2
I'm so tired.
was about the Egyptian origin myth, specifically about the creation of Ra. What is episode 2's title?
Rah, 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 ah, ah.
Oh, that's smart. But no, it was
Yeah.
just called Origins of the Sun God.
Oh, wow. Snoozer.
The question is, the original primordials were called the Ogdoad. How many primordials made up the Ogdoad?
14.
Well, it's not an essay question. It is A 8, B 6, C 13, D 12.
12.
It is A 8.
Fuck off.
And these Ogdoad people, for extra credits, their names were Nu and Noanet, Hehu and Hehut, Kekui and Kekwit, Ker and Kerhet. You know, those easy to remember
Extra
names.
credit for whom?
For me. to get
Give up the secrets.
I know. All right. Episode 3 was all about Osiris.
Oh,
And it was a pun.
Osiris.
Oh, I like that. It was Osiris, where art thou?
You didn't even let me guess.
You sang the O'Reilly song. I thought that was your guess. All right. Osiris was tricked into being murdered by Set. How was he killed? A, suffocated. B, drowned. C, chopped into pieces. Or D, all of the above.
All of the above.
It was
Remember
all the
that.
above.
I remember that.
Yeah.
He's all fucked up, and then his girlfriend's like, I'm going to tape him back together. That's my
Mhm.
boy. Sometimes you do anything to stay off the dating apps.
That's true. Episode 4 was, we talked about Set primarily. And that episode title was also a pun.
Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go. You're right.
I'm just smarter than you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
All right.
I'm
In this
I'm
episode,
as dumb as you. How about that?
in this episode, we also talked about Isis and the story of the 7 scorpions.
Yeah.
And Isis disguised herself to hide herself from Set. She took the form of A, the 7th scorpion, B, an old beggar woman, C, a young maiden, or D, a field mouse.
B. Old bitch.
An old beggar woman. There we go. Now you're tied up
Tied against myself.
against yourself.
My greatest enemy. I will defeat me.
Episode 5, we talked about the fight between Horus and Set,
Hippos.
and it got weird. And this episode was called, not a pun, it was just kind of what happened.
Hungry hippo relatives.
It was just called God Kings Fight Dirty.
Okay.
The question is, Horus made Set eat his jizz
Oh,
by
that's
putting
right.
it on what food?
That's right.
Do you just know? Or
Isn't it lettuce?
it is a lettuce. Yeah, I had apple, asparagus, lettuce, and corn.
Listen, that's an image I fall asleep to every night.
Well, let's see. There you go. We got 3 right, and we're moving on.
Don't worry, I know how to crash and burn.
Uh-huh.
This is part of it's all part of it.
Episode 6 was about the duat, and it was a pun title.
Yeah. This is how we do it.
Uh,
This is how we do
duat.
it.
That's fun. It was instead. I forget how the first part. Do what you wanna do.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what you wanna do.
Great. It works too.
What, and this is just an essay question, what is the name of the big snake that has to be fought in the duat?
Can we just talk about this bitch?
Yeah. That's why I had it be an essay question. I was like, this should still be in your
Oh,
brain.
it should, shouldn't it? You got to give me a hint.
It starts with an A.
I know it starts with an A. I'm saying a hint.
Well, there's
Hum
two
it.
there's two versions of the name. And I'm trying to think of what it would be a good. In high school, you when the cheerleaders tried to hype everyone up at the beginning of the year, it was called a what?
Pep rally.
Uh-huh.
APEP.
APEP.
That's right. All
There
right.
you go.
Or is it prep rally or pep rally?
Pep rally.
Prep rally.
Pep.
Well, they're preparing
Well,
for the oncoming war against the other school.
No, so to pep you up.
Okay.
Episode 7. That's a separate question. You Episode 7 was about Anubis, and it was a pun title.
Anubis would happen today.
Anubis would happen today. It was actually Anubis. Who dis?
Oh, okay. That's good.
Essay question. What are the 4 parts of the body that were placed separate from the body in canopic jars?
Heart.
One was not the heart.
Oh, that's right. It's definitely not the brain that got thrown away.
Yeah, the brain got thrown away. The heart was left in the body because it was
left in the body. Okay.
Yeah, but these are the 4 things
Tongue.
that were taken out. Not the tongue.
What? Tum tum.
The tum-tum is one, the stomach.
Kidney.
Not the kidney.
Eyeballs.
Not eyeballs.
These are all innards?
Yeah,
All gizzards?
all gizzard stuff. Yeah,
Okay. I guess gallbladder.
not
Gonna
the
need that
gallbladder.
later. Lungs.
Lungs. Yeah, we got stomach, we got lungs, we got 2 more.
Liver.
Liver. Uh-huh.
Yeah. How'd they even know what a liver does?
I don't think that they did know what it does.
Oh, they're just like, this is cute.
They're like, this must be important. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last thing,
Prostate.
definitely, that's it. No, it was. It's very long.
Oh, the intestines?
The intestines.
How do they have room for that?
Oh, they just shoved it in there.
Woof.
Mm-hmm. Episode 8 was about the cannibal hymn, but it wasn't. It was kind of disputed if
Cannibal hymn?
Yeah,
Like a song?
yeah.
Huh.
But it was kind of disputed if there was ever actually cannibalism. So this
Oh.
episode clearly defines that.
What? The title?
The title, yeah.
Cannibal. Oh, maybe.
Actually, very close. The episode was called Maybe Cannibalism.
Okay.
Shemzu, the demon god of execution and slaughter, was also known as A, Lord of Blood, B, Prince of Pain, C, Denizen of Dismemberment, or D, all of the above.
I'm going to go with Lord of Blood.
That is correct.
Because I know you love alliteration, so you gave yourself away, you bastard.
Well, I didn't want you to think that it was all of the above, so I wanted to put in Denizen of Dismemberment, which just felt a little too like I don't know, ECW.
What's ECW? Erotic Cockworks.
Erotic Cockworks is exactly right. It's a old wrestling promotion.
Oh, okay. Don't do that to me.
Episode 9 was about Sekhmet and Bastet, and it's not a pun title, but it's about like who these goddesses are.
Sekhmet and Bestek?
Sekhmet and Bastet.
I don't know who these bitches are.
They are both the cat goddesses.
Oh.
So this episode was called
Pussy Princess.
Pussy Princesses. No, it was called Cat Ladies.
Oh, okay.
How did ancient Egyptians celebrate Sekhmet? A, they dressed up as cats. B, they got drunk. C, they sacrificed their enemies. Or D, all of the
All
above.
of the above.
It is not all of the above.
I would.
It is just one of
They
them.
dressed up as cats.
They did not dress up as cats.
Sacrifice their enemies?
They did not sacrifice their enemies.
What was the other one?
They got drunk.
Oh.
That was it. Yeah. Episode 10 was about Tote and Hathor. The episode title is called
Totes.
Tote's Hathor.
Yeah.
It's just called Tote and Hathor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
How many Hathors are there? A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 7?
7.
There are 7. That is correct.
Is it the Drew Barrymore? No.
No. There's just a lot of Hathors. Episode 11 was about why the Nile floods. What was the episode called?
Oh, why the Nile floods?
Good, you got it.
Jesus. You're
Um,
really going through something in this period of life.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. I just wanted to make sure that people really knew what the episodes were going to be about. What liquid makes the Nile flood?
Oh, it sounds like water.
A. Isis's tears. B. Nephthys's tears. C. Set's semen. Or D. Horus's semen.
I'm gonna go with semen.
But whose?
A little bit of everyone's, hopefully. Set.
It is not Set's semen.
Horus?
It is not Horus's semen.
Isis's semen.
It is Isis's tears.
Okay.
Yep. Episode 12 was about Egyptian exorcism. What was this episode called?
Exercise your rights.
Exercise your rights.
But all right.
All right, but now,
Yes.
okay, but now guess what is the least creative title for the episode about Egyptian exorcism?
Egyptian exercises.
That is correct.
Wow.
What color is lapis lazuli? A, red.
God, of course you'd ask me this. What the fuck?
B, blue. C, yellow. Or D, orange.
Orange.
It is not orange.
How dare you ask me this?
Because you asked it like actually several times while we were doing the show.
Well, I'll keep asking. It didn't stick, did it?
No.
Lapis is what? Blue.
Blue. That's
Yeah.
correct.
What is there? There's a blue stone called lapside.
There's a blue stone called lapis lazuli, which is what that's
See, I know it all.
Episode 13 concerned the Sphinx, and this one did have a pun title.
Sphinx, you owe me a coat.
It was I Sphinx, therefore I am.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tutmos was so manly that he sought out what feared animal to hunt in Egypt?
Hippo.
Not the hippo.
Feared animal?
Yeah.
Camel.
Not the camel. Why are you whispering?
They're scary.
Sure.
They do kill people.
They do kill people.
They do kill people.
The answer was lions.
Why am I? You've probably said it before, but I just can't imagine lions in Egypt.
What
What are they doing?
they wander around.
All
in the
that
desert.
sand?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
You've played the game where you were the assassin in Egypt. Weren't there lions in
Nope.
that game?
Yeah, maybe. I know that there were an Odyssey in Greece.
Hmm.
But then I stopped taming them because I felt too guilty when my enemies killed them. So I
Oh.
didn't even want to have a lion friend. I was like, it's too hard to watch them die.
Episode 14 was about the Aquatian princess. What is the name of the title?
Aquation lactation.
It's just the Aquatian princess.
Just call me if you need anything.
The Aquatian princess was an account of which Greek event? A, the explosion of Thera. B, the labors of Hercules. C, the Trojan War. Or D, Jason and the Argonauts.
Hey,
It was not the explosion of Thera. It was the Trojan War.
wow.
Wow, because the Aquatian princess was Helen.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Episode
Aquation.
Aquatian.
Does that mean water?
I think so. Like, yeah. I think that they didn't know where she was from, and so that was. I'll have to re-listen to the episode because I don't know where that came from.
You listen to these episodes?
Sometimes.
That's hard for me.
I
hate my voice.
She says so quietly again. I hate my voice.
I hate my voice.
Episode 15 was about an island full of snakes. What was it called?
Snakes on an island.
Very close. Snake Island.
Okay.
The serpent in the story claims to be lord of which city? A, Thebes. B, Memphis. C, Punt. Or D, Alexandria.
Memphis.
It was not Memphis.
The king of Memphis.
He was the king. He was the lord of Punt.
Punt. Okay.
Episode 16 was about a character named Sinewy. In this, what's the title of this one?
I'm just gonna say sinewy.
Say it again.
Sinewy.
Okay, that's it. Sinewy, sinewy.
Oh, sinewy.
Mhm.
Okay.
True or false? The story of Sinewy has a happy ending for its protagonist.
True.
That is true.
Mhm.
Because even though he betrays his land, everyone at the end is like, "Good job, we love you."
As it should be.
hmm Episode 17 was about what is commonly known as the Egyptian Cinderella. What's the name of this episode?
Is it the Egyptian Cinderella?
Yep.
So help me God, Paul.
There it is. In the story, what color were Rhodopus's shoes? A, white, B, blue, C, red, or D, gold?
Oh. They might have been blue. Or red. Or gold.
They might have been all of these colors.
Gold.
They were not gold.
Red.
They were red.
Sexy little vixen. That's right. She was like, I'm going to cook in the kitchen. Bye. I remember her.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
did things. Episode 18 was about Pharaoh Hatshepsut. What was the name of this episode?
Let me just tell you right now, we're about to have an oversight committee for the naming of these episodes.
Uh-huh.
Pharaoh Hatshepsut.
That's right. That's what the name of the episode was.
Paul.
Pharaoh Hatshepsut. True or false? Pharaoh Hatshepsut was a woman.
False.
That is true. She was a woman.
Not in my America. No way. Too emotional.
Episode 19 was about C. Osiris. And he did little creepy magic spells. What was the name of this episode?
Wait, what?
Say Osiris. He did creepy little magic spells. What was the name of this episode?
Say Osiris. Why are you so weird?
It was just called The Creepy Wizard Boy.
Okay.
Say Osiris was a creepy boy because written into the text is his frequent A, dance, B, curtsy, C, giggle, or D, scream.
Giggle.
It was C,
Yeah,
giggle.
he was constantly giggling. I remember that fucking psycho.
Mm-hmm. Episode 20 was about someone who stole treasures. What was the name of this episode? Uncreative title for this one.
For this one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for this. Okay.
Someone who stole treasures.
Uh-huh.
Treasure thief.
Yep, that's it.
Paul.
Which pharaoh is outwitted in the story? A, Tutmos, B, Ramses, C, Tutankhamun, or D, Hatshepsut?
Tutankhamun.
It was not Tutankhamun.
Well, then no one knows. It's
It
a
was-
mystery to all of us.
It was Ramses.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this the one where it was two brothers in a
Yeah.
tomb? I remember them, and they got like severed,
Yeah, there were all sorts of traps put inside the tomb.
and one of them died. Yeah, the bloody things I remember. The blood and jizz.
Episode 21 was about, do you remember all of the women that were hired to like row for the pharaoh?
Yeah.
And then they like sliced out the water like a slice of bread. And,
I remember that part. Good
well,
for them.
this
Similar things happening on Bachelor in Paradise right now.
That's true. What's this episode called?
Rowing, hoeing.
Rowing and hoeing. That's a great one. This one's called A Magical Boating Incident.
Okay.
An item that falls over the side of the boat in the story is A, a silver hair clip shaped like a crane, B, a golden pin shaped like a lotus, C, a golden brooch shaped like an ankh, or D, a silver necklace with a scorpion pendant.
Lotus.
That is a lotus.
That's right.
Well done.
She knows. She noticed the lotus.
Episode 22, we talked about cause. Like
And effect.
K
Cause and effect.
Okay, great. You just jumped on this one.
Yes.
Cause and effect, the Book of Tote. So Tote, the god of wisdom, has the head of what animal? Do you just know, or should I list them?
List them.
A, a zebra, B, a crane, C, a duck, or D, a human?
B.
It is B, a crane.
Well, that's the wisest of all.
Of all of those things, yeah.
Of all those things, yeah.
Episode 23 was about a doomed prince, and I spiced it up with one adjective.
The Doomed Prince.
Uh-huh. I added one adjective to it, though.
The little doomed prince.
The very doomed prince.
All right.
uh, the doomed prince was fated to die by what 3 animals? And this is
Dog,
uh-huh.
crocodile,
Uh-huh.
other thing.
Other
Snake?
Snake. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you knew that.
Always free. Camels are very under assumed and underestimated in Egypt, and they do maul their owners.
Mm.
I just watched a thing about it.
Episode 24 was about a princess in a leather burqa. What was this one called? Not creatively.
Princess in a leather burqa.
The princess in the leather burqa. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have an intervention after the recording.
What was the princess said to resemble in her ugly burqa? A toad, B, a slug, C, a raisin, or D, a pistachio?
Slug.
B, a
I
slug?
would say pistachio. You're
I
just
would.
throwing shit in there.
Episode 25 was about a case of justice in the 9th dynasty. And I called this episode
Case of Justice in the 9th Dynasty.
9th Dynasty Justice! Exclamation mark.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, you got excited there.
Yeah. This one's not any sort of question. It's, in your opinion, is this story memorable in any way, or did it have a point?
It had no point.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
She just wanted me to reaffirm your feelings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Episode 26 was a story about 2 brothers who were very dramatic. What was this one called?
Oh brother.
A Tale of 2 Dramatic Brothers.
Stop.
After a crocodile-filled stream separates Anpu and Bata, Bata cuts off some of his flesh to make a point. I recently learned after this episode that sometimes this flesh is A, his hand, B, his face, C, his genitals, or D, his eyelids.
Wait, you recently learned this. So you're quizzing me on something I've never had access
Well,
to.
I want you to guess in the story.
Eyelids.
It's not his eyelids.
Is it genitals?
It's genitals.
Yikes.
Apparently, Bata, in some version of the story, cuts off his genitals and throws them to the crocodile river.
Because he's like, you think I'd fuck your wife?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Episode 27 was about that. Remember the guy who found out that he was traveling with a guy who was supposed to be a prince and he wanted to become the prince?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The Prince and the Pauper Swapper.
The Prince and the Pauper Swapper. That's a really great title. I should have called it that.
You don't ever consult.
This one was just called The Faux Prince.
Yeah, okay.
True or false? A woman in this story is immediately believed by her husband.
Never. Almost never.
Remember the queen was like, that's my son. I know that's my son.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And she's kept trying to prove it. And he's like, you don't know nothing.
Yeah. Episode 28 was about tricking the people of Joppa. This episode is called
The Joppa Stoppa.
The Ruse of Joppa.
Okay.
The pharaoh in this ruse is named A, Ramses, B, Khufu, C, Joppa, or D, Tutmos.
Tutmos.
Yeah, Tutmos. We're almost done. Episode 29 was about Tata the magician. What did I call this episode?
Tata the Magician.
Yeah, I know. How many beers did Tata the magician drink per day? A, 100, B, 200, C, 30, or D, 80?
100.
100.
It's a good number.
Yeah. Episode 30, I ended it without being creative, was about Egyptian apocalypse. What was it called?
Egyptian Apocalypse.
Yep, there you go. Which one of these is not a curse on Apep? A, be thou spat upon. B, I will stomp on ye with my left foot. C, fall upon your face. Or D, I will slap thee with my right hand.
Slap.
It is.
No one gets slapped.
No one gets slapped.
Everyone face plants.
And it's always left.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
I'm not going to, exert my good right hand. Wow. What a journey. Didn't we do something about Cleopatra at some point? Or she was just in the ISIS episode? Because
Well, so
I thought we talked about Cleopatra. No?
we did not talk about Cleopatra. And the reason.
Did you and I just as people have talked about
I
it?
think we probably in the first episode we talked about Cleopatra, and that's when people, if you've been listening, you'll be like, absolutely not, you did not. But I haven't talked about Cleopatra. It's funny because the um the mythology starts to fuse into actual history,
Yeah, exactly.
but Cleopatra is so past beyond that point that, like, because she was around, while the Romans were
Yeah.
being Romans.
Yeah.
So like that's it feels more like that belongs on a history podcast,
Sure.
but she's an interesting lady.
Well, I think, it's good to touch on the fact that the information I've attained, I can't claim anything's the fact that she really wanted to fuse herself with the myth of Isis, though. So I think that's something to talk about. She was like, "Hey guys, think of me as this goddess. I'm part of this goddess." And
Well, yeah, Isis was so revered, and she was worshipped as well in like the Greek Isles, and yeah.
yeah. So that's cute. And then death by suicide by snakes has still got to be like the most like, wow, you really want to make the history book suicide of all time, because that's not fun.
It's also so I haven't done a lot of reading about that, but I feel like it's always portrayed as like she's bitten on her breast
Who said that?
by an asp. That it's just always the way it's depicted in the arts.
Oh, right. So it goes straight to her heart or something.
So maybe,
She doesn't know.
or maybe just because artists were like, I want this to be a sexy death.
Yeah, like this titty dripping with blood.
Yep. There we go on that.
So
Well, yeah.
you think that wraps it up, huh?
That kind of wraps it up in Egyptian mythology. I was actually
So
really
crazy.
really struggling to find more stuff on it. Uh, I was asked by someone fairly recently why they think Greek mythology is so much more pervasive than the other mythologies, and I think it is just has to do with the um, amount that exists of it and that was passed down and survived. Like it's just very dense compared to what is left of Egyptian mythology because so many of these
Oh, of Greek mythology.
of
You're saying why Greek mythology was so
yeah why
pervasive?
why Greek
I thought you
mythology is
said
so
Egyptian.
yeah why Greek mythology is so
Yeah.
pervasive compared to Egyptian mythology
Totally.
because a lot of these papyri are
Flammable.
well not even flammable but just like disintegrated
Yeah.
and well yeah and actually flammable is correct too because during the taking of Alexandria
Yeah,
a lot of them
all the
got
libraries
exploded.
got, yeah.
Yeah,
Exploded.
got exploded. You know how it is.
Yeah. And then wait, what did the Greeks keep their shit on?
The laptops.
uh, did we talk about how the Greeks used the body?
No, but is this new information that
No,
you've
I've
learned?
told you this. I googled it.
Okay, well, tell me
It's
again.
disgusting.
How did they use the potties?
Well, they did have little like trough stations where you could sit and take a nice dump,
Mm-hmm.
but the problem was this hurts. They had a bucket.
The problem was that they had a bucket.
They had a bucket. Basically, that was their sink of water
Uh-huh.
and a sponge in there, and it was shared. So it was like,
Oh, so everyone wiped with the same
yeah,
sponge?
yeah.
Hmm.
So there's just some diseases. And then I don't know, I think the Egyptians used corn to wipe their butts.
I mean, they were all about discomfort. I remember having a book on the Egyptian people and seeing that they had pillows that were made out of stone, and I was like, I don't understand.
What? That's just a rock. You can't call that a pillow.
It was like
Fluff your pillow.
they would sit on like a stone plank, and then they would have a little head support that was also carved out of the stone that would sit out of one side.
Oh, okay.
So it's not. I guess pillow is the wrong word for it. A head support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they had we never talked about the fashion. The fashion was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
The makeups, we don't even know what they used for makeups.
We do know what they use for makeups.
Lead?
They used. So actually, that's really interesting because when I was at the museum in Athens, there were all these collections of minerals that showed like this is what was taken to a mortar and pestle and turned into powder and made into eyeshadow and things
Yeah.
like that. I don't know any of these names of these minerals by heart, but they're um, quite beautiful. Like the idea of putting actual crushed gemstone on your eyelids is really cool.
Who can afford it these days?
No one.
Yeah, and the fact that like everybody was wearing eyeliner. It was the 80s.
Well, yeah,
ancient
they had to
Egypt, yeah.
keep the sun out of their eyes.
That's why they wore eyeliner?
Yeah.
What are you what do you think makeup does?
That's it's not the I mean they would wear it heavy underneath their
Yeah,
eyes to
Football style.
Yeah, to keep the sun out of your
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I need to be going for the smokier eye then.
Yeah, no, the smokier your eye,
I need
the
to
more
just
it
raccoon this thing.
the more it keeps the sun out of your eyes. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess we did Egyptian mythology.
We did it.
Oh,
Who
fuck.
knows what's going to happen next?
Who knows?
No one.
No one knows. Not me.
I mean, yeah, you're going to be on tour and
Tour.
and you're going to be on tour and I'm going to be on tour and it's going to be great.
Yeah. Oh, God. We almost didn't mention something very big.
What's very big?
Hadestown.
Oh.
I got to go see Hadestown
Oh, yeah.
in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, the people of Hadestown were nice enough to reach out to us and say, "Hey, how's it going?" And I said, "Wow, I'm in New York looking at tickets for your show right now." And they said, "Well, go see this one, you clown." And so I got to go see Hadestown, courtesy of beautiful people of said show, and it was fantastic. It was so fun. It was the love story of Orpheus and Eurydice, and a little bit of Hades and Persephone. And I don't want to give much more, but it's done in a very sultry, like New Orleans sort of really stylistically beautiful vibe. So if you guys are in New York or you can see the touring show, I highly recommend it. It was really, really cool. And if you know the myth, you'll catch on even quicker than everybody to your left and right.
Because it's a bunch of dum-dums sitting on your left and right.
They're all so stupid. No, not the audience of Hadestown. They're fine people. But it was a wonderful show, so I highly recommend, guys.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look forward to seeing it myself at some point.
It's not going to happen for you.
No, probably not.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Well,
hey, thanks for joining us for another episode. If you're a fan of this podcast and you want to show your podcast pride, please check out our merch. It is available at mythunderstoodpodcast.com. You can also check out our Discord community, and I've mentioned this a lot, but I haven't directed you appropriately to it, that information on how to join the Discord community is also available at mythunderstoodpodcast.com.
oh, what a one-stop shop, huh?
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop. You can also follow us on social media at _mythunderstood. You can find me at the Paul Bianchi. You can find her at the Sarah Oliver. You can find our Dragon Wagon podcast network at It's Dragon Wagon across social media. And please continue to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts because that's delightful.
We love it. We love you. We loved doing Egyptian mythology, and we're going to love whatever comes next.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Night-night.
Night-night.
Hi, this is Wingman Steve,
Hi, this is Lily.
and you should listen to High School Never Ends, which is a podcast about...
Pop punk music.
You might hear me and Lily talk about some of our favorite bands, like...
Blink 82 and Yellow Card.
Tune in every other Thursday, follow us on social media at HSNEPod, and don't just do it for me.
Do it for Lily.
It's Dragon Wagon.